We're at St. Thomas Aquinas Parish School here in East Lansing this morning, watching their drop-off procedure. And what they have structured is that parents will, in the morning, get on their cell phone and do a symptom check for all the children in their family. As they arrive here on campus then, they will show that cell phone to a teacher or staff member here that allows them then the children to get out of the car and enter in the school.
All of our families come through have this great green check mark. Good morning, Rudels. Come on out, Nora. And we go car by car to make sure that our families are ready to come in for the day. So one thing that we are able to do is welcome them back. We have a small enough space, and we have spent all summer making sure that that space is safe to welcome them back and to make sure that they're healthy, that their families are healthy, and again, that we're meeting all those academic and spiritual needs of our students. Something that others can't always do. And that's just because we're different, and that's okay. Everybody needs to meet those needs where they can, but we are so happy and excited to be able to do that this academic year.
We bought these partitions for our library. That way we can seat 4 kids at a time. Our max, they'll seat 16, but our max class is 14, so that's great. And the librarian can work with them, and they're shielded. So when one class comes in, they will sit maybe in the orange chairs. And then when the next class comes in, Mrs. Best will actually be able to wipe down those keyboards, and the next class will be on the other side. So there's enough computers and enough space that there's always a new computer for somebody after each class.
So one of the things that we did this year was we created an outdoor space for our 6th, 7th, and 8th graders so that they can take those masks off and physically distance to learn during the day. So we know when they're in the building, in order to follow our plan, that they do have to wear those face masks. But these great tents out here will provide that space for them. We'll make sure they're physically distanced and they get that mask break and can pretend just for a few minutes that it's just like it was prior to COVID. Doing virtual learning is great when you have to absolutely do that piece, but the benefits of having those children out of school far outweigh getting COVID. And not only are we going to make sure that our students don't get COVID because we have our screeners and we have so many safety precautions in place, but again, it just far outweighs the student getting sick. And we know we work very closely with doctors who work at Sparrow, who are our primary care physicians, and we know that all the safety precautions that we've put in place, both with physically distancing of students, making sure that we have sanitizers and wipes throughout the building, that we can meet those needs of seeing them in person and again, meeting that whole piece of who they are.